What's up, cool people? I'm Matt Conroy. Welcome back to my vlog. And I'm back from Thanksgiving break. I had a great time in kind of the Houston area of Texas with my uncle and his kind of branch of the family. But now that that's all said and done, I am here to call out some massive hypocrisy on our part. Just in general, this time of year, I find to be so hypocritical. And the reason for that is that, okay, first off, we go from Thanksgiving, which is a holiday that's all about being thankful for what you have and, being appreciative of, the simple things like family and your home and things like that. We go from that to even just the very next day, Black Friday, the most consumeristic day in the entire flippin' year. What is up with that? Okay, first off, little side note, the name Black Friday originally had nothing to do with shopping. It was actually because of, well, the thought is that the name was coined by, I think it was Philadelphia area police officers, because that was their nickname for the day before whatever Army Navy game happened around that time frame, around that time of the year. And because that would be a Saturday game, you'd have a whole bunch of people flooding in on Friday, and just around those days, there was a whole bunch more crime going on in that area because of the game, because of more people being there. So that was I think, supposedly, the origin behind the name of Black Friday. But it was, I think, somewhere around the 1980s that stores just kind of turned this whole Black Friday concept into, hey, let's make this a really, high selling time of the year. I'd imagine maybe if it was around the Philadelphia area, the shops were like, hey, there were more people here. We could sell more stuff. Let's advertise this. So it turned really consumeristic just by stores trying to take advantage of a situation. And their meaning in calling it Black Friday is because it's like the most profitable day of the year for these stores. Sure, they give you discounts on stuff, but they're not gonna sell it at a loss. They're still selling it for profit. So it's still, with all the massive amounts of stuff that they sell, it's still the most profitable day of the year for any store that participates in Black Friday. So, yeah, I just find it ridiculous that we go from, like, the most peaceful Thanksgiving type day where it's all about, being thankful for what you have, right into, let's buy a whole bunch of stuff because we need to have gifts for people for Christmas and other holidays that are coming up and that kind of stuff. But, it's all about Jesus, or, whichever faith that you believe in. It's all about that. The presents are just a nice little touch on the end of it. No, of course not. These are massive corporations that are all about nothing but money. So, it's just, I don't know. I don't get it. I definitely don't get Black Friday. Because why the heck should you have to wait for a special day in the year to get the biggest deal on stuff? And some of you out there might be saying, oh, but Black Friday isn't as big anymore. There aren't as many people going to buy stuff. Well, no, because half of it's gone digital these days. It's online sales. So it might not be as bad as it used to be from like a physical death and injury standpoint, but there's still a lot of sales going on. So, I guess what I'm trying to say with all this is that I really think we should take a couple of seconds and just think about how we're approaching the holiday season. I'm not saying that you shouldn't go out and get gifts for anybody, because, gift giving is a nice thing. It's a nice gesture on the part of, whoever's getting the gifts and giving them out. Might be a nice thing to contemplate giving a gift to, let's say, a family that doesn't have much money or something like that. Or, just donating some stuff. But point being, I'm not saying you have to stop buying stuff. Just take some time to think about just how sucked in you are in the commercialism of this time of year. Because that's not what this time of year is supposed to be all about. Especially right after Thanksgiving, I think we should be, thankful for what we have more than just one day out of the year. I think, it's something that needs to be carried on for a few more days in the year. I personally think Thanksgiving should get a lot more attention. It just doesn't, because it's not a profitable concept. That's why Christmas is pushed in front of our faces the day that Halloween is over. If not before then. Just take a couple minutes and think about, I guess, how you're approaching this holiday season, how you're communicating it to your kids if you're a parent, or anybody like that has an influential position with kids. It's be careful about how you're portraying this time of the year to them. Make sure they know that it's not just about all the consumerism and about the gifts and all the physical things. I know there are a whole bunch of different holidays going on this time of year. I'm talking specifically about Christmas because I'm a Christian. That's what my family has always celebrated. But anyway, I realize there's more stuff going on. So whether it's, Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whichever holiday that you're celebrating, make sure that you're focused on the spirit of the holiday itself and not just the things, not just the physical doing and getting and buying and receiving and all that kind of stuff. And I find it ridiculous that I feel the need to talk about this so shortly after Thanksgiving, but it's the way that our country, our market runs these days. It's just as soon as Thanksgiving is done, and it's all about buying stuff. Let's get all the Christmas gifts for all the people now. And heck, while we're at it, there are sales going on. Let's buy gifts for other events coming up later in the year, or next year, as it were. Make sure that you're slowing down, spending time with the people that you care about, for one, and also just, getting into the proper spirit of whichever holiday that you're celebrating. And I realize I've probably said the same thing about 5 different ways. I have a bit of a habit of doing that when I'm really trying to make a point. But I digress. So, I guess that's going to about do it this time around. Let me know what your thoughts are on maybe the Christmas holiday season as a whole, or even just specifically the consumeristic nature of it all, or at least what it has become. So I guess that's about all I got for you this time around. As usual, like and share if you enjoyed this. Subscribe to my channel to see more of my videos as I'm posting them. I'm gonna be surprised if I don't have some more thoughts on the holiday season as it gets closer. So if you want to see more of that, definitely subscribe, and then you'll see it right there when it comes up. Hope you're all doing well. Hope this month goes well for you, or even just all the remaining time until the next year starts. I hope it all goes well for you. And yeah, I will see you in the next video. Later.